Hi VC and hello especially to Mr. Mayo. This video I just want to do a sort of thread response, although it has not been presented officially as a thread. I think it's starting to develop. I've seen it in three different people that I'm subscribed to. I've seen them do a comment on this thing, so I just wanted to add to the discussion, to the controversy of this subject, which is, do you hate the Beatles? And well, I also decided to do a video because I saw Mr. Hall of Fame. He did a video response, and at the end of his response, he showed his Beatles albums. So I thought, yeah, well, this is cool. I will do the same. I will take the opportunity of this situation, of this drama about the Beatles, to do something that I would not do, and that is to show Beatles records. I will explain later why. And also, there's one record that I showed in one of my videos, but there was a reason for that, which I will also later explain. So yeah, I thought it would be fun, just to do something that maybe will piss some people off. That I think would also piss me off, but that's okay. And I hope no one quits the VC for that. Yeah. Well, anyway, so why do people hate Beatles, like, or postings or videos with the Beatles? I will say this from my personal perspective, okay? Like, the reason why I joined the VC, or why I started to watch the videos, and later on when I found out about the Facebook page, why I became a member, and the reason why I like it a lot and still do, is because I wanted to learn more about music, about new music. And I feel when people own something on vinyl, it's different than when they just do a quick download. It's like a compromise with the music. It's like you really feel this thing is good. And if I show you something on vinyl and tell you, listen to this, there's a commitment to the music. You have acquired this physical object because you really love it. So I thought this is like the best way to get music recommendations, and then people also talk a bit about the music, and then I can do a bit of my own research. And through this method, I have found out a ton of music. I'm just so glad, to so many people that have shown me amazing things, including, and this is also I think related to the subject, including people like Big Star 1000, for example, and many others. Okay, so anyway, when I see somebody posting, a Beatle record, for me it's like, that's boring. I really don't. Why do they post that? I know it's because they want to post, and anyone can post whatever they want. But for me, for example, I have on videos. I have never done a video showing any records of mine because I feel that my collection is not interesting really to anyone. It doesn't have anything that anyone else has not shown before. Until I have that, I'm not going to do a video. And on the Facebook side, I have put a few records. Mostly it's like vibing with somebody, or some record that is like a lot of people are talking about. Also, like I joined this community listening to a record, so that's different. But if I see like a picture on the Facebook group, or somebody just like blah 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 flipping through covers, and I see like the cover of Abbey Road, what do I care? I don't care about the cover of Abbey Road. What do I learn from that? I have heard that album millions and millions of times. So, well, I just don't care about it. I don't know why people do it. Still, they can do as they want, and I'm not going to quit the PC because of that. But in a certain way, I do understand why some people don't like when that happens. So yeah, then having said that, I think another reason for people hating nowadays Beatles is, and this is more like a guess, I'm not too sure on this, but I feel like now that vinyl is doing its comeback and it's everywhere on the BBC, on the blah, everyone is talking, oh yeah, vinyl is making its comeback, so now it's fashion to have, it's on the commercials, on the movies, blah, the turntables, blah blah. So people want to be cool, and so as it appears on this short video, shit people say in record stores. They just come in and say, "Do you have any Beatles? Do you have any Beatles? Do you have any Beatles? Do you have any Beatles?" And it's like, man, there's more to music than that. But of course, these people, what do they think? They think, oh, you know what? Vinyl is cool, so I must get myself some vinyl. Okay, but what do I buy? Oh, Beatles. Of course. So they just go and buy all the Beatles records in one go to put them in their new IKEA Expedit they have just bought, because now they have seen this is also the cool way to have your vinyl in the IKEA Expedit thing. And I just go into the internet and order the whole Pink Floyd catalog also, of course. And now I will. Oh, there's a Facebook group. So what do I put? I put the cover of Sgt. Pepper's, and then I put the cover of Dark Side of the Moon, and wow, I'm so cool because I'm onto vinyl, because vinyl is so cool. And why is it so cool? Because look, now I have wow, Sgt. Pepper's, wow, this wow, like wow, and look, it opens like this, you see, and this is called a gatefold. Yeah, maybe you didn't know this word, a gatefold, and but this is vinyl. Vinyl is it's such an experience. You see when you take out the record, like this. It's such an experience, and now you can hold it in your hands and feel it. Like as if before you did not hold the record in your hand, your CD or whatever. With what? Were you holding it in your mouth? And yes, and no, but it's the whole experience is different. You can see the cover. You can see the cover. Like, well, before you were blind or something, you could always see the cover. And you can now and read the lyrics. Like, what, man? Did you learn to read because you bought vinyl? You could read the lyrics before. And no, but and the sound is just so warm, so warm. The sound. Okay, I know I'm rambling a bit, okay, but I just find it very funny when people just start to go on and on and on about this thing with vinyl, with a Beatles record or like, what is this thing? Now that I am like doing it, I will do it properly. Where is this thing? Oh yeah, excuse me for the interruption, but okay. So with a Beatles record or that's Dark Side of the Moon. Oh yes, like okay. So, but then you see, Beatles, they do create this kind of behavior on people, and I guess that's also one of the reasons why people tend to hate the Beatles. But this is just like a guess. I'm not really sure on this. So, well, coming now on to the other subject, which is if the Beatles are good or not, which I think has been like a subject into the discussion, because the discussion actually was if why do people I think originated on the fact that somebody didn't like people posting or showing Beatles record. Not so much if the Beatles were good or bad. Okay, but now this is also there, on the discussion. So I will also say my opinion on that. And yeah, I do like the Beatles, but no, I don't think they're the greatest. I think they're a bit overrated, actually. Yeah, and and okay, so why do I say this? I say this because I think there's like two parts with which we analyze a problem or a situation, or if we want to decide. There's like the rational part and the emotional part. The tricky thing with music is that music comprises of them both, yeah. But so like now I have a history of music kind of map in my mind, and now I have the Beatles situated somewhere, and I take a look around and I see, you know, what other groups were doing, and it's like, well, maybe they were not really that great musically speaking. I'm talking about music. But then there's this other aspect, which is the emotional aspect. Me, as I'm sure many other people, when I was a kid, I grew up listening to the Beatles, and so there's this whole. I was a kid, and precisely this record was one my parents had, and so this was the music I heard. I have so many memories there, and now when the music comes out, it just touches those memories in my head. It reaches to those moments in my life, and it makes my feelings come up to the surface. But this is not really about the music. It's just the fact that they were so popular, and I grew up with that music. In the end, as I say, it's all mixed up. But how can I explain? Okay, this is there's always this debate about Rolling Stones or Beatles. Okay, and Rolling Stones I got to know, like really know, more into my later part of my life. Before I was just listening to Beatles. And then when people ask me, like, oh, Rolling Stones or Beatles, I'm like, oh, no, Rolling Stones are better. But it never fails. Never fails. For some reason or other, I put a Beatle record, I start to listen, and man, it's just like, wow, this thing is the greatest ever. I No, they are the greatest. They're way better than Rolling Stones or whatever. It's just, it's just the emotion. It's it. The music wins. Music proves me wrong, and I don't know. It's an eternal debate, I guess. A fun one, yeah. So I would say, like, logically, or if I'm just brainish about it, yeah, maybe they're not the greatest musicians, but you know what? They're such a big part of me that they're then at the same time they're way high on my personal ranking. Okay, so just to finish, then I will just show my Beatles records. Yeah, this one, of course, this one with the booklet included, of course, that we all know. This one, this one. This one. That the only peculiar thing on this one is I bought the second hand, of course, and it does have some writing here, some language that I don't understand inside. Someone dedicated as a gift, I guess, to somebody else, and it only came with these two pictures. The other two, I don't know what happened. And then, well, no, before the last one, I just showed this, which is like, yeah, it's also a Beatle, yeah, so I guess it counts. And then the last one, this one, and this is the only one I will go a bit more into detail. I showed this before in a contest, and this I show now for you also, MeanMrMayo. This is the Peruvian pressing from Peru in South America of Abbey Road. This is at least hard to do. Oh man. Yeah, alright, well, I suck at this. Yeah, I don't know how to show this thing. But anyway, here it says, Industria Peruana, Peruvian Industries. And it's Like I think I posted a picture on the Facebook group about it. So if you look there, you might have seen it. So well, that's it. I don't want to go any longer. I just wanted to be 10 minutes, but now it's gone longer as usual. So yeah, just keep on talking about it and don't quit the VC about it and don't show boring things if you expect people to see it. If you really don't care, go on and do whatever you want. Cheers, PC. Bye.